Tanjiro and Zenitsu stare in shock at the trainees working with Gyome Himejima, the stone Hashira. Himejima tells the young demon slayers that a strong body core will improve both attacks and defense. The first stage of his training is withstanding the force of an icy cold waterfall. Next, they must lift 3 huge logs. Finally, they must push a massive boulder a distance of about 350 feet, 109 meters. Zenitsu faints after listening to this. The stone Hashira tells Tanjiro to put him in the river. Tanjiro takes Zenitsu into the freezing water of the river to revive him, and the yellow-haired demon slayer leaps out with a shriek. They spot some other trainees, including their friend Murata, who tells them that the boulders around the river are warm. Zenitsu doesn't have to be told twice. He clings to one to warm up. Tanjiro, shivering already, gingerly makes his way over to the surging waterfall. Inosuke and another trainee stand under the cascading water, chanting mantras to focus. Suddenly, he notices Inosuke's chants have stopped. He's unconscious. Tanjiro acts fast and resuscitates the boar-headed boy on the shore. Then it's finally Tanjiro's turn to stand under the frigid waterfall. He can't help hunching over under its force at first, but straightens and starts chanting with chattering teeth. A short time later, he's clinging to his own sun-warmed boulder next to Murata. Inosuke chows down on fire-grilled fish during lunchtime. He complains about the stone Hashira between bites, calling him creepy, but Tanjiro chides him with a kind smile. Inosuke turns serious for a moment and states that Himejima is clearly the strongest of the entire demon corps. The other trainees eat silently, realizing how far above them Inosuke and Tanjiro are. Behind them all, Himejima chants softly as he pushes a massive boulder with apparent ease. Tanjiro and Zenitsu return to the freezing waterfall as Inosuke starts working at lifting the bundle of logs. They're soon deemed ready to move on to the logs themselves. Tanjiro, red-faced from the effort, lifts the logs from a squatting position. With a lot of effort and yelling, he lifts it over his head. That night, skittering eyeballs with tentacle-like legs continue to stalk the Demon Slayer Corps members patrolling a village. The sound of a plucked biwa string changes their perspective. Nakim, an upper-ranked demon, sees what they see through the branching roots of her tangled hair. She reports that she's found about 60% of all demon slayers, but still no sign of Nezuko. Muzan Kibutsuji, sitting nearby, compliments her power. Muzan looks at the map in his hands and chooses a new search area for Nakime's minions. She sends them out, and 2 follow the demon slayers she'd spotted in the village. Muzan, smug as always, doesn't think it will be long before he finds Nezuko and his nemesis Kagaya Ubuyashiki. Meanwhile, Tanjiro is back at training. He pushes with everything he has, but the large boulder doesn't budge. Only his legs move, slipping backward until the strain snaps one of his sandal straps. When he goes back to the house to fix it, he sees 3 corps members getting ready to leave. They can't complete the training, but will do whatever they can to support Tanjiro and the Hashira. Tanjiro accepts their help with a bow and gives them his encouragement. Tanjiro takes over cooking duties for the other trainees, making them perfectly shaped rice balls. They appreciate his hard work. He tells them proudly he learned to cook as the son of a charcoal seller. Cooking for them reminds him of pleasant days with his family long ago. Days go by while Tanjiro keeps training, but the boulder still doesn't budge. Genya Shinazugawa finds him during one of his breaks one day and notices the mark on his forehead is darker. He asks Tanjiro if he's using repetitive motion to move his boulder. Tanjiro obviously has no idea what he's talking about. Genya explains it's using a predetermined action to focus concentration, like a chant. Tanjiro tries again and the boulder moves an inch. That evening at dinner, Genya helps out and checks in on his training. He mentions that using memories to evoke strong emotions could also have an effect. Tanjiro's at it again the next morning before dawn. For his repetitive motion, he pictures the faces of his family, then repeats the words of Kyojuro Rengoku. Set your heart ablaze. His demon slayer mark appears as he pushes with everything he's got, and the boulder moves. Zenitsu and Inosuke, who happen to be passing by, watch in amazement as Tanjiro pushes the boulder a few feet. He did it! Back in his castle, Muzan ponders his next move. And that's the end of this episode. If you want to watch more anime-explained videos, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, Follow our Instagram page and join our WhatsApp group for the latest updates.